Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. And let me start this one off with a question. Who's swag is if Coach Prime ain't swag? Who's swag if Coach Sanders ain't swag? Who's swag if Coach Dion Primetime Sanders ain't swag? See, there's some parallels here. When you have somebody come in and start doing well, doing a good job, setting some things up, the very people, if he's an Afro man, that starts tearing them down, that starts dismissing what he's doing, is other black people. That's tantamount to the people trying to tear down conservative-minded Afro men who see that the Democratic voting people and its party have put the so-called black community so far into the grave that there's no way it as a community is coming out of it. The things that's going on now that's saving the seeds of brothers is the fact that we are now deciding to go plant seeds elsewhere, find wives elsewhere. And you know who's talking SH about us the most? You know who is showing us the most hate? Yeah, it's black people. The same black people that helped the Dems put the so-called black community in that proverbial graveyard. There's no life in it. They stand for everything that is wrong and detrimental to the community. They stand for everything, and they fight for things that help kill off the community. And those are the people that go after men that want to do better. Right? And this is the problem. This is why I made this video. Then they come up with, well, God did this and God did that. That's why I said this is why Coach Prime was not placed at Jackson State by God. And y'all have to understand how the Most High works. To understand he don't make nobody go there, go anywhere. He don't make nobody do anything. When things happen to us, we are responsible for it. The devil ain't made us do it. And God didn't put us in bad situations. Our behavior, our dismissal of commandments is the thing that put us there. All right, let me greet everybody real quick. Worden hardugu dog, olo oiteveng, vasas los, bonjour mes amis, kedo bawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jambo habaragani, assalamu alaikum, and shalom. All right, we either deify people or tear them down. There is no middle ground. Oh, God sent Dion. I'm going to show you using Joshua and the walls of Jericho. I'm going to illustrate comparison contrast as to why God did not send Dion to Jackson State. The Most High had been, probably was in his life in that he was speaking to this brother. So this brother, in and of his own mentality and himself, was being obedient to what was right and equipping himself to be ready to do what he's doing. And there's a story behind it, but God didn't make him. But black people, sure enough, like his wife, tried to tear him down. Y'all remember the video I did about his wife? Spending up all the money and then wanting more money, taking him back to court? Using the children? And then he had to just get the children out of that mess? All right? So, let's break this down. First, I want you to listen to the traps that are being set. And look at the wisdom that this brother is using. The wisdom that is in his head is his own. because he done seen some stuff that we haven't seen. He done seen how these people operate. So he is equipped. The other thing is he paid attention to what he should do, what he was supposed to do, and had he altered anything, he wouldn't be where he is. He is where he is because he put himself in that situation. And by putting himself in that situation, when Jackson State needed someone, he answered that call. Think about that. All right, now listen to these traps.
Would you like to return as the Jackson State head coach, or would you want to take another?
Yeah, but see, that's a tricky question. So when I answer that question, and it's I don't even want to go there, because you know where that's gonna start. And this is a great question though for you. It's a great question for you. I don't even want to go there. I am enthusiastically happy with where I am. Truly happy. I'm proud. I'm pleased. I feel like this is the best fan base in FCS football by far. I think this is the best fan base in HBCU football that has been in quite some time. And we have work to do. We have work to do. We're not finished. Great question.
Keep this in mind. He said 3 things that's important. All right. I'll start with the last thing first. We, as in him, his coaching staff, have work to do. All right. So that means that he's on some other mission other than getting paid, earning money, because the money he got is good enough for him. All right. It's good enough for what his sons have. Right? Now, the other thing, he recognizes the snare. All right. And this only comes through preparation, through life lived experience and wisdom. So he recognized the snare. And he said to the reporter that that is a great question for you. He reiterated that that is a great question for you, but it was a trap designed by that reporter and whoever sent him to start some mess. And he saw through that. He said he is enthusiastically happy with the situation and the fan base at Jackson State. Probably because he realizes that somebody like me who went to TSU, Texas Southern University, as well as Caucasian universities, but Texas Southern University, he realizes that he got some of those fans too. That people are becoming a fan of the lessons it's not even the winning football. It's the lessons he is teaching the young brothers. There's lessons he learned behind the divorce from his wife, the fact that his wife tried to retake him to court for money, the fact that his wife tried to use his children as pawns for money. Oh, there's a whole lot his family went through. All right, Pilar. All right, there's a whole lot this man went through. He's teaching them life. He's teaching them how to navigate. And the Caucasians that be want to pull him away from that because they don't want the Afro brothers learning those lessons. Learn to play football and shut up. We don't want you to teach them how to think. But no, this dude is on a different plane. All right, understand when somebody understands that they have a calling. Real quick, my donation link and my Cash App is in the description box. If you'd like to help this channel and what we do, Donate if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Remember, you're still supposed to only take care of, or will always take care of yourself and family first. You always take care of yourself and family first before you donate to anybody. But what you can do is click that thumbs up button right down there to the right and share the video. All right. So again, let's look at the other traps. This is another trap. All right. So this is a man that understands his purpose. Now, why did I say, and I was talking to a lot of people, I am reminded of Joshua and the walls of Jericho, right? And so to refresh your memory, all right, there is things that Joshua understood that he and the priest was supposed to do, right? That prepared for the walls to come down. This is the comment right here. There's a lot of comments like this. Coach Prime is placed in JSU specifically by God. This woman don't know who the Most High is and don't know how the Most High operates. And anyone that says this mess don't know who the Most High is or how the Most High operates. The Most High did not prepare Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders listened to the Most High and prepared himself. This is why you could be judged. The Most High don't make you do anything. He gives you things to do or not to do. And then as you go through life, you remember, I am a particular person. I'm a peculiar person. There are some things I am not supposed to do. This dude was flashy. He never, in being flashy, he looked at the rules of the NFL to take his flashiness up to the line without going over. He didn't even flirt with the line. All right. But when you listen to his speech that he was giving, the reason why the brothers have respect for him is the same. Now I'll tell you about a situation I had and things that I can do that nobody else better dare do here in the favelas in Brazil. All right. But there's a reason I can do them. And other brothers from the U.S., probably brothers in Brazil can't do. All right. I know I'm a peculiar person, but who I am now is an amalgamation of everything that I've been through. Who Primetime, Coach Primetime is now, it's an amalgamation of everything he's been through. But there are certain things that he was never supposed to do, and he didn't do them, which is why he is prepared to do this now. He never smoked. He never drank and got drunk. And when I say smoke, that was anything. Right? That's why he's where he is now. If you looked at all them dudes that was smoking all the wacky tobacco and saying that the high life was getting drunk on the yacht, look at their impact on the community, and then look at Coach Primetime's impact on these brothers. Brothers don't have anybody because the black woman made sure all that would be taken away. Remember when Obama came up, or somebody gave that program to Obama and they was going to shoot it, and black women said, no, you can't have anything just for the boys. Black women said that. They shot it down. You can have girls only stuff, but you can't have boys only stuff. Black women shut that down. They can't shut football down, though. They can't shut this down. All right. And Caucasians are afraid of the impact that this is going to have, the positive impact, that they rather have us going out, getting all that weed, getting drunk and stuff like that, partying and calling coaches out their name, like Southern did. Like Alabama did. I want y'all to think about that, right? And so what does this have to do with Joshua? I hope you were reading this. Y'all know at the end that these priests blew the shofar, that's the horn, and it came to be that when the people heard the voice of the shofar, and the people shouted with a great shout, and the walls fell down flat, and the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they captured the city. Now, there is a whole lot more to this that people listened, and we'll cover this Sunday on the live. All right, we'll cover this Sunday on the live. All right, but people listened and prepared themselves so that when things happen, they were ready to take advantage of it. And that's the similarities. All right. The Most High gave specific instructions to Coach Sanders. He said, don't drink, don't smoke. Showboat, do what you do, but back up what you do. Right? And you don't be the GOAT corner. And I say GOAT, I don't care what any other kind of BS people have come up with, where, again, this is black people stuff, where they look at, well, Deion had a lot of tackles in the NFL. He had a lot of tackles where he got people from behind. He had a lot of tackles where he just hit people off at the line. All right. But what he was more famous for was shutting down a whole entire half of a football field. His impact is he shut down the whole entire half of the football field. And the people that hate that he played this game with his mind and put the fear of throwing the ball to his side of the field in quarterbacks, that they don't see that as the great accomplishment that it is. Right? They'll go to, oh, but Ronnie Lott hit harder, but he didn't shut down whole half of a football field. Nobody stopped Bo Jackson. Right? He was unstoppable. Deion didn't even stop him. But Bo Jackson was unstoppable, right? But Bo Jackson didn't shut down half of somebody's game plan. And Bo Jackson's team had losses, so they were able to contain him. Right? And so Deion paid attention to specific things he was asked to do in his life. And he stuck to them. And now you are saying that it was spiritual reasons why he did. Now, I hope y'all froze this and read it, or read it while I was talking. But now I want you to understand that, again, Joshua was given specific things to do. And they did those specific things as Joshua had said to do them. All right? But this is the only time when somebody was given a specific thing to do, and they adhered to it. All right? This is a promise to, I'm going to say, Rebecca, the harlot, the prostitute, right? His promise to her was, or their promise to her was that they were only going to save, and I want you to understand this, brothers, that they were only going to save those who were specifically in her house, something specific. If anybody left her house, their blood was going to be on their own head. If anybody from the Israelite camp destroyed that house, blood was going to be on their hands and head. The rope with the scarf was to be hanging so that nobody touched her house and those that were in her house. Her house was covered because of the men she took care of when they needed her to. So it blessed her house, but only those that heeded specific instructions. So here's the question, y'all. What happens, and who would Dion be, and would all this be happening if Dion decided to disobey any instruction? If he just was going to go out and be a weed head like most of the rest of the so-called Afro football players, drinking and just hitting up 304s like the rest of them. Look at running down Instagram models like a lot of them, right? So what if Joshua and the priests don't march around? What if they skip the day? What if they don't blow their horns specifically? What if they don't do the yell? On the seventh day, what if they don't go around 7 times? They're like, oh, forget this. What if the woman, right? What if she don't put the scarf, the handkerchief out the window? What if anyone in her family that she told to be in there, there's probably some that she told not to be in there, because I'm pretty sure we got some in our families that we would like, nah, my brother could come, but everybody else, they on their own. Right? What if her father decided, you know what? I know you like them guys, and them guys are righteous, but I'm not going to listen to what they say. Remember, they were blessing her because of what she did. And as a result of what she did, those around her were able to be blessed. The reason why the whole community is cursed, because the B-dub ain't blessing the right type of men. The reason why Jackson State is blessed is not because God sent Dion there. It is because Dion, the person that decided to be godly, decided that that's where he wanted to go. And at this time, they had space for him to be there. Had none of that happened, he could have gone somewhere else and had the same impact. Maybe he's there because Jackson State was smart enough to allow all his sons to go there. You see what I'm saying? And so we got to understand that good things happen because people are blessing the right people. And people are blessing the right people out of choice. God ain't making them do anything. The Most High gives us instruction as brothers, as men, right? And when we adhere to those instructions called commandments, then any place we go will be blessed. All right? God don't send us anywhere. We go where we want to go. It's just that we will go where we are accepted. We will go where we are needed because we understand purpose. God don't make us go. The Most High just prepared us already for what needed to be done, so that when we get there, we do what we do. Period. Our problem is we are so busy trying to give the Most High the credit when the Most High says that you bless those around you. We always say give them their flowers while they're alive, because when they're dead, and then the first thing we do when they do something, we give the credit to God When God says, bless my my prophets, bless the people that I send before you that are doing these things. But we're the only ones that ignore it. And then we wonder why these people leave. In about 10 more years, there's not going to be any good men for black men, women to talk to because they wish to be alone, do everything on their own. The good men are going to leave. Well, they're already leaving. And they're not going to be around because the black woman said, we don't need no man. And we've decided we're going to give blessings to the thugs and drug dealers. And the good men, we don't give a F about them. That's now. But when they're alone, when them thugs and drug dealers are beating them down or deciding to be good men, getting passports and leaving too, oh, it's already bad. It's about to get a lot worse. They're going after him, right? Because they don't want that kind of strength in this college league. Now, I told you I was going to tell you a story. So I was in the favela, and there was two new guys, two new guards. All right, and a taller one, a shorter one, and they started to check me. Well, actually, what happened was, had I just decided to walk through, they would have allowed it. But I walked up to them, so they had to check me because I walked up to them. They're new. They don't know who I am. I had to walk up to them because what I had was for some other guys, and I needed them to come out, right? I had some for children, for some families and stuff like that, right? And so they wanted to see what I had in my bag, this, that, and the other. The other guys came out, and that stopped the check. Because these guys were new to the community, but everybody else knew me. But the big one, so I had shirts for people in the community. The big one saw one of the shirts. It's one of the ones you see I wear, the red and black ones, right? The big one saw one of the shirts, and he said, let me try this. I said, all right, sure. He said, I want this. I want this. I said, you can't have it. It's for someone else. You'll have to wait, like everybody else had to wait. And so he said, oh, so could I try it? Sure, yeah, I need to know your size anyway, right? And so then he said, I'm going to keep it. And I snatched it out of his hand while he had a weapon. Why did I snatch it out of his hand? Because I could. I cuss out the women. I don't curse them out. I tell them out. I do anything I need to do to get order for what I came there to do. Right? And he was kind of surprised, but then he wasn't. He knew I was right. Right? He knew I was right. The next day, somebody else tried to take the shirt I had for him when I was in another area. And so he ran down to meet me here. You got it? And I was like, yeah. Somebody tried to take one for him, and I wouldn't let them have it because it was for him. And then I sat there and told them. He waited for me to come back. And then he looked and he got it, right? But he got it. Well, the first day he don't mess with me. The second day he got, why? Because I'll look out for you if you wait your turn. I understand I have that kind of pull because I know why I'm there. I understand my purpose. Dion's that same way. This is why I don't believe he's going to leave Jackson State. The same way I can't keep going into a hostile environment, very hostile, and continue to do it because I'm about to stop in a little bit, but not because of them. We have grown to refer to each other as brothers, even when the new ones come, right? But my work is about, I don't know. But what I'm saying is he's not going to leave until his work is done. It's something I understand. A lot of these females don't, because they think God makes things. No, we stay as long as we're needed and we're wanted. Then we're out. Think about that.